Great. Hey, folks, welcome to Vibe Time this week. Right on 11:11. Boomity boom. Hey, let's just see some comments and a little bit of interaction there in the comments box to let me know that you're here and that we are sharing in the vibe right now. Kieran Lee, beautiful to have you on board. Hey, Phoenix Moonstar is watching. Lovely. I feel so much more grounded in here now. It's just good. It's always good. There's that moment of like, who's watching? So, yay. Awesome. Let me just close a few things on my computer just to give me a little bit more bandwidth. That might be a good thing to do. There we go. Goodbye. There we go. Great. Awesome. Phoenix is on board. Who else is on board today? Laurel's on board. Hey, Laurel. Good to have you on board. Who else we got there? Give me some loves, some likes, some comments just to let me know that you are here, folks. Awesome. Yeehaw. So we've got a few peeps on board. Let's kick into it. Let's kick right into it right now. So today, folks, so look, before I hop onto a Vibe Time, I always do a little bit of a tune-in with my guides and to see what it is that sort of what's going on for you guys and what the focus is. And what I'm picking up on today is that sort of we're getting deep into the period of isolation now. And the term isolation actually is kind of, to be completely honest, there's a few terms that are going on around what's happening at the moment that I think we need to be really careful of. Actually, I recently did a post this week that was actually quite a bit of a kick in the butt post about a certain attitude that I'm sort of seeing arise through potential and current thought leaders and people in business and potential leaders as well, and people with service-oriented businesses and pursuits around this whole kind of attitude that it's, we're bunkering in, folks, and getting ready for something, bad that's going to happen. All I want to say is that if that's how you're operating, that's what you're creating. You have to be aware of that. There's so many people out there right now who are thriving, like heaps. And ask around. You don't have to ask far to find them either, right? So it's not like there's a minority of people who are thriving. The majority of people are really challenged in many regards. A lot of people are actually cranking it right now. And so you've got to ask yourself what it is that's going on for you, and what it is that's going on for those people, that has some people actually taking advantage of this as an opportunity and some people looking at it as an obstacle. And it's just ultimately it's in the way that you think and the way that you feel and the way that you act. So what I was receiving today, as I tuned into the collective of your group and the broader collective of my client group across all the different containers that I have, from Mastery Matrix through to Vibe Time, through to the new Align with Destiny people that are coming through, is that inspiration is actually what we need to be tapping into. So if you have a look, if you scroll through your feed, and if you scroll through this group and you just have a bit of a poke around on Facebook, or if you start to ask some people when you're talking to people on the phone, what I want you to do is I want you to ask, just tune in and see the people. You can actually start to see and who's inspired right now, because they're having an output, right? There's something happening that they're creating things. Like I myself, my God, I just channeled through a whole program yesterday. Amazing. Like I put the time aside and just out it came, that what we can access right now through our creative channels is incredible, right? And if we want it, we've got to be inspired. You've got to be inspired. You've got to tap into what inspires you. And if you don't know what inspires you, well, now is the time to find out, because we absolutely have no idea how long this is going on for. Could be going on for 4 weeks, could be going on for 12 months. And what defines us and how we cope with this is actually going to be what we do with ourselves in the process. We have full self-responsibility over that, folks. And so if you're challenged, I get it. It can be challenging right now, but the real challenge is actually to find what inspires you and open your creative channel. Because there is going to be another side to this, and there's going to be a lot of people who will need help on the other side of this, and there's going to be a lot of people who will need to be ready to help on the other side of this. And the people who will be ready to help will be the people who found that inspiration right now and seized this as an opportunity. It's imperative. And there's even a little bit of backlash to this kind of attitude going on in threads at the moment, where it's like, I feel that, yeah, there's the authentic self that needs to acknowledge, yeah, this is challenging. Absolutely. Totally. And the authentic self is the self that is real about what is limiting it, right? And that is real, and you have to sit with that, totally. But don't sit with it at the expense of your unlimited self, which is your true authentic self. Yeah, because you are both having a limited and an unlimited experience here as a spiritual being having a human experience, right? So don't forget your unlimited self. If you buy too much into the limited self, yeah, own it, but give it enough focus just to own it, to have a moment of authenticity and to own what's going on around you, and perhaps to respond in way of action that's going to assist you. But don't lose sight of your unlimited self. You're at the center of this. Every single one of us is the ultimate creator of this. And that ascension moment that so many people here know they're on a vector towards, I believe, it's just my belief, that in that moment we recognize that we were the one all along. Think about it. Feel about it, because that's, that we have to claim that level of responsibility. And this is why with the Starseed activations, we've got courage has come through, sovereignty has come through, because, what I'm feeling is that these are actually really strong setup foundation frequencies for something larger that's ahead of us, and we don't know what that is. But we've got to learn to lean into that uncertainty with excitement rather than anxiety. And at a physical level, to a human being, there is very little difference between excitement and anxiety at a biochemical level. Adrenaline and cortisol essentially are the two main ingredients, right? So what is it that shifts someone out of anxiety, what is it that when the cortisol and the adrenaline peaks, what is it that brings us into anxiety or brings us into excitement? Well, they're both linked to uncertainty. Absolutely. And so excitement and anxiety are linked to uncertainty. There's no doubt about that. But the problem is that, and the difference is that people when you're being anxious, the uncertainty that you're leaning into is an expectation of something shitty to come. Something challenging, something hurtful, something losing something. And it's also a sign of over-attachment to the outcome, right? So if you're moving into anxiety, it means you need to let go, and it means you need to shift your expectations. Right? And you do have control of that stuff. Don't get into victim mode that the world around you is what creates that for you. That's rubbish. You're an empowered creator. You know what your truth is, right? So then there's excitement. Now, how is excitement different from anxiety? Well, it's the same thing. It's uncertainty, but the expectation is of something good. And there's this subtle difference in dealing with uncertainty that makes the world of difference. It's the little thing that makes the big difference, right? Or the difference that makes the difference is a better way of putting it. And so excitement is when we lean into that uncertainty with a I don't know what's coming, how exciting. And non-attachment, which means anything's possible, right? And that is a completely different experience, although funnily enough, at a biochemical level, not that different, right? But just this little kind of dial, is really, really interesting, right? So what I want to hear in the comments box from people is, where do you want to be on the other side of this? Let's hear it. Let's talk about that. Because your vision is what's important. Now, that's where you're going to get your inspiration from, not from reading the freaking newspaper or tuning into the wrong media or listening to the wrong people, right? What is it? What is your vision? Where do you want to be on the other side of all this stuff? Let's call it stuff, right? Because that's what it is. There's so much there. It's just like stuff. Where do you want to be on the other side of this, folks? Tell me in the comments box. I'm super, super curious. Hello. Right here, right now. Same as the sign, just shift the story you buy into. Yeah, totally. Happy, fulfilled, at peace, full of love. Yeah. What else? I want to be positive change maker via yoga. Totally. Great, Lynn. Awesome. Yes. Grow my own food, soaps, hopefully teaching others to do the same. Great. I want to be the best I can be. Freedom, joy, love, excited possibilities. Yes. What else, folks? Where do you want to be on the other side of this? What's your vision? Totally feeling excitement and no anxiety. My family to have the same. Happy. I want to be aligned and on purpose. Contented. I want to serve. Yes. Great. So here's the thing, folks. That's what you need to start doing right now. Don't wait. You know, when we use this as an excuse to play small and wait, we've missed the opportunity altogether. You know, like I just can't get this across enough. You know, to be aiding the vibration of humanity, unconditional love, and Qigong teacher, great. More family time, less early mornings. You got to start doing this stuff now. This is when you need to do it. On the other side, I will have an online following. My business will be set up for me to reach people everywhere. Great. Awesome. Yay. So that's what you need to start focusing on right now. You know, not, okay, I have this big vision. I'm going to wait until this is all over to focus on that big vision, because that's ridiculous. And that is handing your power away to the situation as opposed to claiming it yourself. There, as I said, there's a lot of people thriving out there at the moment. So, folks, what is your current inspiration then? So if that's your big vision, let's link it to now. What's your current inspiration? What is your current inspiration? What inspires you the most right now? If that's your vision, what's your current inspiration? We can't buy into the fear. I'm doing it right now. That's why I'm so excited. Great. Good on you, Nikki. What else? What's your current inspiration? Connecting with spirit, beauty of nature all around us. Yep. What's your current inspiration? What's inspiring you right now? Master healing is my current inspiration. Doing it, great. Cultivating connection, great. Keeping the machine turning over so Linda can feel safe. Creating content. Creating content. Incredible house I've just moved into. Yeah, Kat, you... Boom. Beauty. Well done. Learning to work with my shamanic drum, teaching my children, growing my food. Great. Awesome. Excellent. So what needs to happen to take that inspiration and turn it into that vision? Now, this is the thing, is like, you know, and what I find with the lightworking community is that we're really good at tuning into the vibrational stuff, but not so much the technical stuff, the strategic stuff, the steps and processes that we need to put in place to get this stuff happening, right? So what is it that you need to learn or to do or to enact or to strategize to take that inspiration and connect it to your vision right now? What if you could share that in the comment box? I feel like I can now bring to people many things I've wanted to in the past, but the time wasn't right. People couldn't hear it. Now people are tuning on more to what I've been talking about. Awesome. Yes, Phoenix. Yeah, absolutely. Great time for you to be pushing your book out there as well. So what are some of the technical, strategic, like nitty-gritty, roll up your sleeves things you need to do to enact this inspiration and make that vision a reality? I think that's a really good, important thing as well. Because what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to tune into calling through the frequencies that are going to assist you with that. I feel like I have to bring down false religion. I need to put together a PDF and a video to teach Reiki. That's it. That's the kind of stuff I'm thinking lens is like, what's the technical stuff? Yeah. So for me right now, it's all about bringing the vibe. My guides came through and said, your soul master characteristic, buddy, is your freakness is your ability to be able to access such a broad range of frequencies. Now start anchoring them and build a program to make that happen. All right, so that's what I'm doing. I'm bringing those frequencies in, I'm focusing on that, and my creative channel is being activated by going through these technical steps of setting up the program in a way that I haven't before, and etc. Right? So it's like, what's yours? I'm finishing off my yoga degree and I need to learn online teaching methods. Brilliant, Lynn. Awesome. I'm still a pussy when it comes to sales, right? So that's something that you need to work on, Phoenix, you know? And this is grounding it, folks, you know? Like, we could sit here and have conversations about high vibrational virtues all day, but you're a human as well. So authentic self, true authentic self, there's work to do. Carving out time during the day, every day to work with my drum, reconnect back to peace, continue to show up online. Yes, that is it. And share live with my audience. Yes, absolutely. So if you're a healer, if you're a way shower, if you're a thought leader, if you're a person with a message right now, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be doing weekly or at least, very least, fortnightly Facebook Lives of some description, pouring time into your fan pages. I need to get a decent internet connection in my rural home to teach art, yoga, and meditation online. Yeah, see if you can get fixed wireless NBN. That's what I got. It's cracking. Sometimes I get like 45 megabytes. Sometimes I only get 20, but it's still pretty good. But yes, Stacey, good. So that's something you've got time to work on at the moment, right? So I think you guys are getting what I'm trying to inspire you here, right? You need to get clear on where you want to be, start doing something about it now, tune into your inspiration, and what are the technical, strategic action steps, like get shit done, that can happen now to make that happen on the other side. Because I tell you what, you know, the people who are sitting on their hands and going, oh, look, I'm just going to wait until all blows over, good luck. And that's not it's not the attitude of a leader, I'm sorry. You know, so really, really important, folks. All right, so let's check it out. Stacey Ray, fixed wireless NBN is what it's called. You don't need to get a cable. It's particularly good. But anyway, let's go into. So hopefully that's been really helpful for you. What I want to do now is I want to go into channel. I'm not sure if we'll have the Arcturian Council come through today. I haven't really got a chip in from them yet this morning, but I have been working very closely to my connection straight into Source through my 12D Soul family. So let's see what comes through, shall we? What I want you to do is, last one, Samara, working on webpage, help people get through this with my counselling skills, also cope solo parenting. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, cool. Awesome, gang. Awesome. Yay. So let's just take a moment to tune into our body. Tune into your body, become very aware of all the feelings, sensations, and emotions that are present for you right now. That's it. And just become really aware of all the feelings, sensations, and emotions that are present in your body. And really go to them. And just meet them. This is the meeting of the authentic self. Just meet them. Some of them might be comfortable, some of them might be uncomfortable. Just make a point of being non-attached and just observing them from a neutral place and allowing yourself just to be with them. They're neither bad nor good. They're just in your experience, right? Cool. And with that, what we want you to remember as well is that you're not your body, and you're not your emotions, and you're not your thoughts, and you're not your mind, and you're not even the experience of these things. You are the observer of the experience. And what we want you to do now is to just allow yourself to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just drop into the presence of the observer. And the easiest way to do this is just to allow yourself to be aware of being aware. That's it. Great. Awesome. Yay. Cool. Great. So there's a bit of light language about to come through and some healing work to help set up this. Yeah, good. Awesome. Yay. Good. What we want you to do is to just visualize a golden cord coming out of your crown all the way up into the universe above. Let it just go all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. Keep going, right into the very center of the galaxy, right into the central sun or the central star. There we go. Oh, great. You're going to feel just a little trickle of very refined crystalline, this time it's like a silver energy coming down through your crown. And just notice it just like a fine thread, crystalline thread, just going right the way through your chakra system, spreading out through your meridian system, out through your skeletal system, into your nervous system, into your blood cells. Whoa. And this, what I'm getting is that this silver is a purification. So this is a purification energy that we're channeling through our physical being first. Before we actually anchor it into the earth, we need to receive it ourselves first. So just allow this energy to it's very fine threads of like crystalline silver, pearlescent silver just running through. Think like, colloidal silver has this, it has this cleansing and detoxifying kind of effect, right? So there we go. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful. Yay. And what this is doing is it's just clearing. Let it start to clear at a cellular level all that excusey kind of stuff, and all that buying into the limitation and the obstacles and just let it just dissolve. That's it. Beautiful. Newa ha rohunyane eke rahanunyane mewa na ha rohukoko tititi wahak rahanine wa no hono wohotoko woho wahana hananyane wa rahamono rohoko ya hea teo yo. Whoa, there we go. Beautiful. Notice yourself right now that you're starting to create this big silver pearlescent crystalline field of energy around your body like a bubble. And it's filtering out any and all lower vibrational distortions, any and all lower vibrational coding, memes, programs, templates. It's filtering out any and all connections and threads and cords and ties to any negative or discordant information, energies, entities, influences or intelligences that are not in alignment with or in support of your divine plan and the divine plan of humanity and your soul's highest intentions for purposeful creativity. It's filtering out and clearing anything that is not in resonance with the highest vibrational frequencies of your soul and the source codes that you're here to anchor for humanity. Awesome. Yay. Well done. Good. And just sit in the center of that field right now. And just let this silver crystalline energy do what it needs to do. That's it. Beautiful. Awesome. Great. So now there's a connection thread that's opening up between your base chakra and the core of the earth. So just notice this thread. And it's a silver red, actually. That's interesting, isn't it? So silver with this kind of red sparkles around it coming out of your base, going down through the Earth star, which is about a foot below the surface of the Earth, and then dropping down through all the various layers. Yeah, that's it. Great. Ooh. All the way down into the crystalline core of the planet. That's it. Beautiful. There we go. Beautiful. So the cord's all red now, and it's filtering this beautiful silver energy down into the earth, down into the earth, down into the earth. Grounding, anchoring, freeing, flowing, cleansing, clearing, activating, transforming. Yeah, that's it. Bringing everything into alignment with the divine plan. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Notice this energy goes through the crystalline core, comes back around the planet. Now the planet is encased in this sort of silver, pearlescent, crystalline, toroidal field of divine love and light. Wow. And now notice there's threads, these fine threads of this silver crystalline energy just networking through every single human being on the planet. There we go. And notice it now spreading through technology, through the internet. Because that's a whole other layer of consciousness, level of consciousness that humans connect through now. And now more than ever, because the physical level or the physical level of consciousness has been limited to a certain extent. Beautiful, awesome, that's it, great. Whoa, now come back into your body, and you'll notice that in your body, in the center of your body, there's like an orb of light. It's in your solar plexus. And yeah, there we go. This is to a certain extent, right? So for those of you who've done the Starseed activations, you'll understand and know this feeling of sovereignty. For those of you who haven't, just hold the intention of channeling the frequency of sovereignty right now, and just sit in yourself. And we're just going to have like a minute of just breathing into this orb. Just notice it, whatever color it is. It'll be whatever color it is, whatever frequency it is for you, because it is self-sovereign, so it's just yours. I know what mine looks like. What does yours look and feel like? Tune into it. That's it. Good. Beautiful. Oh, amazing. I'm going to give you some light language while you do. Rahonini wanahana kieke woho hanatu kieke ahara hatu bohoroto nonyene wanahara hateki ki wahaka wahate te wahanani wanahana kara hatuku wahana kayete ahate oyo. Beautiful. Yay. Great. Awesome. Oh, beautiful. That's it. Great. Beautiful. Awesome. Yay. Whoa. Bring all of your attention, all of your awareness, all of your focus into your body. Whoa. Whoa. Awesome. Wow. Cool. Cool. Beautiful. Yay. Brilliant. Good. Great. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, I just want to hear in the comments box, what happened? What did you notice? What happened? What did you notice? I'm curious as to what happened for people. What happened? What did you notice? That's an interesting comment that you've made there, Dave. I'm going to go into that. I'll answer that when I finish the Facebook Live. I'll plug an answer into that, because I think what you're saying, there's a little bit of false light in it and a slight distortion in it that I want to highlight for you that might be helpful to others who are reading that. But for now, what happened? What did you notice, folks? What happened? What did you notice? What happened? What did you notice? It was pretty grounding, actually. I'm feeling, I myself am feeling very clear and really focused. But I'm curious. What happened? What did you notice? You feel the silver threads flowing to every part of your body. What else? Immediately became warmer and lighter. Saw the silver cord and then the silver and the red. Beautiful. Awesome. What happened? What did you notice? What happened? What did you notice? The orb appeared in my solar plexus before you told us. Cool. Tingles all over. Great. Synchronized Mother Nature and history. Yay. Golden ball of light in solar plexus. Yeah, mine was like this kind of turquoise, translucent, pearlescent silver thing. Saw the silver and yes, felt like clearing and cleansing. Totally. Yeah. Absolutely. I would suggest going back and listening to this, that again, actually, for anyone who's watched this. Totally worth watching this again. An amazing expansion without, if that makes sense. My third eye is buzzing. I'm extremely hot and open. Thank you. You're absolutely welcome, Nikki. Very calming. Even on a jackhammer. Oh, you crack me up, Chris. Various eyes wrinkling, old eye, but also very calming and calming feeling. My solar plexus kept on changing colours from silver to yellow to green to pink. Great. Scaling through various frequencies, right? Awesome. My solar plexus kept on changing colours. Feel safe. I felt like the role of my solar plexus came more into more physical fruition, like my solar plexus landed. I also got shown how to feel alignment with the greatest good in my body and how to come from that space. Pearlescent orb of light. So incredible, joyous and uplifted. We'll have to listen again because my computer stopped working. That's okay, Yeshi. You would have been getting the vibe for a portion of it. Yeah. Thank you very much, says Linz. You're absolutely welcome, Linz. Benny Sunshine, being silver, then red, then silver, yellow ball and solar plexus connected. Beautiful. Felt the silver flowing throughout. Thank you for anchoring this for us. You're absolutely welcome. Yeah, I just feel like, the theme for this particular vibe time is about just really, there's a theme emerging, which is to a certain extent just leave all the crazy activity that's going on out in the world, leave it in the world, come back to your self-sovereign sense of self, and your frequency, and if you want to be think about where you want to be on the other side of this and start doing that now. And it's not just all about channeling frequencies and tuning into frequencies and the emotional side of things. It's also, although that's super important, but it's only one component. The other component that's really important is for you to be taking action and implementing strategies, being sure about the technical stuff that you can cover off on in this process. Because I believe that this is an opportunity to thrive, because I believe every moment is an opportunity to thrive, and I really hope that passed on for you today, and I hope you received a really beautiful clearing around that, So Dave made a comment a little bit earlier around there's no leaders, there's no masters, and that if people thinking they're leaders and masters, they're coming from ego. I completely disagree with you, my friend. I believe that feels to me like that comment is actually the ego judging leaders and masters, and it feels like the ego judging itself, to be completely honest. The reality is that we're all influencing each other whether we like it or not. So inherently, by being human, we are leaders. Inherently, we are teachers because we're all learning from each other, either consciously or unconsciously. I believe that if you accept that as a truth, like, well, I'm a teacher and I'm a leader, and you take responsibility for that, then that has a massive influence on your ability to respond to the world, i.e., on how you show up. Yeah, and I also believe that we are all masters at the moment. I totally believe it's all in our timeline, but if you collapse time from a quantum perspective, everything is now. So everybody is in their mastery. In fact, mastery isn't a end point, it's a vector. Yeah? And so we are all masters. And in that is where our equality is. Being a leader and being a master doesn't make you better or worse or different to another person. Only the ego would see that level of separation and distinction. But if you actually take the lens of ego aside and look at mastery as something that you're in, and look at leadership as something that is just, it's an aspect of being a human, then you start looking at how you can cultivate more of a greater sense of that in your world if you want to be leading people who need service, right? Because there's people out there who need leading at the moment. There totally is. That's why do you think I'm doing this at all? This is like, it's a free thing. I'm doing it because this is a great way to serve. This is what I do. This is what I came here to do. That's why I've jumped into this role as soon as COVID's kicked in, because there's a need there, right? So I think it's really important to just be conscious of the labels and the distinctions and the definitions that we place around leadership and mastery. And we also need to be very careful that when the moment we start damning the ego in any way, shape or form, that is totally ego. I believe that it's not about dissolving the ego or pushing the ego away or anything like that. I believe that actually what we're here to do is just to let go of letting go of the ego. just let go of the whole dynamic altogether, because the ego exists within that. As we spiritually evolve, the ego will come with us. We want to become an integrated personality, not a conflicted one. And if part of that is trying to push some sort of aspect away, which seems to be there, then we're in conflict and we're in ego. Hopefully that's helpful. This has been I've so enjoyed today, folks. This has been actually probably one of my favorite ones I've facilitated. Look, for those of you who missed the Starseed activations on last Wednesday. On Wednesday night, I did I recorded it. I've placed the recording in the group, but for those of you who are watching this and you want easy access to it, I'm going to put a link to it in the copy of this video. I'm also going to put a link to all of the online resources that I have that are completely free. There's like 10 hours of stuff in there that's all yours for free. I'm going to put a link to that in here as well. And also, if you're curious about what it might be like to do some work with me and have me alongside you during this period of time to help you with your evolution stuff, to help you with your thought leadership stuff, to help you take advantage of this, I'm going to say it's an opportunity, not an obstacle, that's going on right now, then let's catch up, have a free 20-minute insights call where I can assess what's going on for you, give you some tips and some guidance and work out if and how I can help you. If you'd like that, you just PM me or just say, hey Heath, let's chat in the comments box below. Otherwise, so good to have you in Vibe Time, folks. Spread the word. Oh yeah, hey, for those of you, I've noticed a lot of people, there's a lot of invites to come into Vibe Time right now. And so a lot of those people have been invited, but my feeling is if you invite someone, if you're inviting someone into a group which is a sacred container, my advice is this: don't just invite them, send them a message and tell them, hey, in order to join this group, you'll need to answer one of the questions. Because here's the thing, there's like 400 people that are sitting there banked that have been invited that haven't answered any questions and they haven't requested to join the group. And I'm consciously and purposely not approving them because I need everybody in this group to be here of A, free will, and B, intention. And that's what's maintaining this sacred grid, right? So if you've got people you've invited who you think would be awesome for the group, maybe just send them a little private message and let them know, hey, answer some of the questions, or send people a private message saying, hey, do you want to join this group, so that they have, and put the link of Vibe Time in there so that they have an opportunity to request, and then that tells me, hey, they want to be here and I can approve them. Because my feeling is that there's a whole bunch of people invited in there that probably want to be in the group, but they're not answering any questions and they haven't requested to join, which means that they haven't fulfilled what I need in order for this to maintain the integrity of the magic that we're creating here. So hopefully that's really makes a lot of sense to you. I'm going to go. It's beautiful hanging out with you. I wish you all a fantastic, amazing week. Yeah, spread the love, bring the vibe. See you folks. Bye.